Hello, everyone, and welcome to the second iACast special of the ACB convention. My name is Michael Dowies, and I'm here yet again with Taylor Arndt. Hi, Taylor.
Hello, Michael.
All right. Well, today we wanted to follow up on our last special that we did about WeWalk and Glidance as to start this podcast. And I do want to mention one thing. If it caused any confusion, the one device was a remote controlled device by a human, and the shaky device was actually a camera controlled device that used the camera on the device to detect obstacles and things like that. That I just want to make sure people know that. And it looks, like I said yesterday, it's a year, 2 or 3 down the road before they really have anything to go. It's more like a Kickstarter, kind of things like that. So I'd keep those things in mind. But today I wanted to talk about a different topic, and that is Aira. We went to the Aira session and we met with Janine in the booth, and we'd love to have Janine back on the iACast to talk again and just talk about anything and have her on the podcast in general. But let's talk about Aira. And I have to say, I have not used Aira in quite some time. I have not used their AI services, but they have a new service built in the Aira app called Access AI. Taylor, have you used this?
Michael, I honestly have not, because the thing is, Be My AI came out beforehand, which is part of the Be My Eyes app, and, it's honestly worked for me better. However, with the changes and the additions that they've used and that they've made, that may be changing in the near future, so stay tuned.
Yeah. The Access AI feature is free.
It is. Great.
Which is really cool. It's kind of a competitor to Be My AI, which, Aira's is very interesting. I've always liked the way that Aira kind of implements things, and so I want to try this and see how well I like it. But they're also talking about bringing some kind of features to the Meta Ray-Bans because they're opening up the glasses. And I will be posting our not unboxing, but a comparison episode of our podcast to YouTube and to the feed soon, comparing the Meta Ray-Bans and the Rabbit R1. But I'm a very big fan of the Ray-Bans because, for one thing, it's mainstream tech. I'm a huge fan of mainstream tech, as everybody that listens to the iACast knows.
Yep, me as well.
And so to see Aira on that platform would be fantastic. So I think that Aira would bring a lot to those glasses. And, when you compare those glasses compared to others, $400 as a maximum compared to thousands of dollars is a great deal. They're very good glasses. They look nice, and yeah, they're very cool glasses. So they also have a new thing called Build AI, which is a service that you can use to get free minutes from Aira, 10 minutes on a phone call every 30 minutes can be used for this with their visual interpreters, previously called agents. So some very neat features coming to Aira. Taylor, what are your thoughts on how they've made changes? I think they've made changes for the better for the company, but what are your thoughts?
I totally agree. Even when they add access partners like Chase, they're doing a pilot program, all this stuff all adds up, folks, right? With the access partners, the AI, what Aira's trying to do, really, in my opinion, is the opposite of what they were trying to do 3 years ago. Let me talk about this a little bit more. So 3 years ago, they were trying to get money from individuals, which, again, everyone needs money. I heard a quote today. It's like, when you provide a service, let me know if I get this wrong, Michael. If you provide a service, it's not like let me try that again. When you provide a service, it's okay to make a buck or two off of it. And I totally agree, right? When you provide a great service, it's okay to provide, get money for it. However, with that being said, Aira is getting money from individuals, right? Which is fine. But some of these individuals don't necessarily have the biggest income pools. So what they're doing now is they're trying to get money from either venues or businesses, right, who can pay for it at their locations or even pay for it from remote incidents.
Mm-hmm.
Right. For example, Intuit pays for a small business owner's offer for anyone who is self-employed. So if you want help with self-employment tasks, I don't know, like having to fill out tax forms, you can use the Intuit small business owner's offer. It will be for 30 minutes at a time, and you can use it up to 150 minutes per month for the small business owner's offer. You can actually go and see all those in the Aira Explorer app, which is the new app that they created. And by the way, the old app is deprecated, so get rid of it off your phone. It doesn't work anymore. But, combined with all these features, it is amazing what Aira is able to do. And I can't wait to see what they are coming up with in the future.
So the quote from a person we met today was, it is okay to have a business and make a profit off of a service that is useful for everyone. So basically the person we were talking about, the services provided by Techopolis, because a lot of times, if you're teaching somebody, we have a lot of nonprofits in the industry, and a lot of companies are out to make a buck without providing the best services. And, that's how that came about. But
thanks, Michael.
But basically, Aira has always had the philosophy where they want to make money and provide a service without charging their users. And that's been Aira's goal all along. But
really,
when you're still building your business, the money has to come from somewhere. So that's why they charge clients of the service. But they've always been a get money from businesses first, so they don't have to charge the individual.
That's very interesting because, in my opinion, the messaging was mixed, right? Because when I first saw Aira at conventions, depending on who I talked to, it just seemed like we're going to get money from individuals only, but then later down the line, businesses starting to come about. So, that was a long time ago and things have definitely shifted, but that's great because I don't...
No, that's always been their goal, is to get the businesses to pay for the service so individuals don't have to do so.
Right. Of course, I think this was before the access offers came about. So I was
whoever told you that was mistaken a bit, because they've always been very much... Now, they had to charge customers because the businesses were not paying. And part of that's marketing, part of that is longevity. Is your company viable? Those kind of questions for businesses. But
that's true. It's true.
So those are all considerations there. The neat thing is that they are offering a lot of different services and access locations. The hotel at ACB is a access location. And
is it though?
Yes.
Okay, because I got a little confused because it says paid by Jacksonville Transit.
It is.
But then it said you had to be using it for transit tasks like finding a bus stop.
It is a location. It is to promote the transit service.
Okay, because that was not very clear, again, based on what I heard. So,
Well, some people said different things, so that's what it actually is.
Got it.
So again, Aira is very nice. One of the big things that I'm always chasing after is, how do I best read my comic books? Because I have the Marvel Unlimited app on iPad. And the the Ray-Bans can do it most of the time, but there are times where it does mess up, and it just needs to be more consistent. So if Aira can help with that experience on the glasses, sign me up. I'm there.
Now, Michael, question. Can you use the Aira Access AI features and then use that on your phone for now and see how it goes, but then also use that feature that I'm going to tell you about, where you can verify with your agents?
Maybe. You could do that on the phone, but it'll be interesting how that works on the glasses.
So, I know. I'm just saying, for now, as a contingency.
Not for the comics, because, I guess I could use my phone and take a picture of the iPad screen.
Yeah.
That's a bit of a headache, but if I'm just wearing glasses and take a picture of the iPad screen, that's a little different.
Right.
So let's talk about what you're talking about, the verification, the verify.
Yes. So at the Aira demo today, Janine showed a screen where she took 2 different pictures. I'm trying to remember this because it's been 4 hours ago. More.
Well, that the 2 different pictures was where their Access AI could verify which picture was the best. The verification is where an Aira visual interpreter can look at your AI chat and verify that what the chat told you is correct or not, or what the AI told you is correct or not.
And see, I even slipped up because that agency weren't an interpreter, so that's totally right, Michael. Thanks, because I was like, I can remember.
Yeah,
but yes, there's a whole bunch of features that have came out, and the agent verification is cool. And what they said is that agents will do these verifications in between their calls.
Yes, and that's really cool. I'm really excited about the changes that Aira is making to their service. I mean, yesterday we talked about 2 products. Aira has done some great work where we only talked about 1. I think the most exciting thing is go in the Aira app, go to the More tab, and sign up for these Build AI features. And Build AI, we talked about that, but you can tell that service that you don't, say up to 72 hours, like, oh man, that person was in my AI, my Aira call. I don't want that being used for training. I don't want their face being used for training.
Or my credit card was accidentally out, or, in that case, my grandchild was in the photo.
Mm-hmm.
That you could actually revoke it for that session.
Yes. So they're really thinking well about this stuff. And going on that, I'll bring up another topic before we wrap up this evening for this podcast, but I think that they have the right idea in mind for this. So I'm really happy to see Aira in this space and putting the AI in Aira. And that was what the presentation was called today.
That's amazing. You know,
I was very happy about that. And
well.
And to wrap this up, we spoke to Freedom Scientific about JAWS and the PictureSmart feature, and I had some questions about privacy. And I want to point this out there that if people are on the fence about using JAWS and the PictureSmart feature, and if you're worried about privacy, worry not. They said that JAWS uses OpenAI and Claude from Anthropic. And the reason why they're using Claude now is because they were using Gemini. And Google changed the terms for Gemini, where previously it was private, everything was private. Now everything that Gemini takes in and hoovers up is going to be used for training the AI and things like that, which is a privacy problem for Freedom Scientific. And they would not, part of their privacy statement and policy to its users says that the PictureSmart information will not be used for training data. And so they dumped ChatGPT. They dumped Gemini. It's late at night here in Florida. They dumped Gemini and went with Claude. And I think that's really cool. And it tells me that Vispero Freedom Scientific is going to do what it takes to keep things private, similar to what Apple is doing. So if JAWS is what you're using, then I would use PictureSmart. And if you're not a JAWS user, it might be a reason to get JAWS, because I think that's going to be very useful.
I did.
Yep. So those are some things to keep in mind. I was going to mention something else, but I totally forgot what it was. If I think of it, it will be on our next special update from the convention. This has been Michael Doise and Taylor Arndt. I think that this has been a great episode, and I would like to thank everybody who's given us feedback on our first episode. We've gotten a few emails and seen some messages go out about that, so that's fantastic. And we will be back tomorrow with another update from the ACB convention.
Yes, we will.
Thank you so much, Taylor, for being here.
Oh no, my pleasure.
And we will see you all on another podcast.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for tuning in to the iACast. We hope you enjoyed the show and found the conversation to be insightful and informative. If you have any feedback or comments, we'd love to hear from you. Please send us an email at feedback@iacast.net. You can also follow us on Twitter at iACast Network to stay informed about new episodes and other updates. Don't forget to check out more great podcasts on the iACast Network, iacast.net. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you again soon.